all across this country, in all of these cities, we see an escalation of black young men killing young black men. Wherever you go, Indianapolis, Baltimore, Houston, New Orleans, Chicago, Brooklyn, there is a rise, even during the pandemic. And I want to know, from your perspective, what do you think is causing all of this violence? Hello, everybody. My name is Pastor Corey Brooks, and you got it. I'm still here on the south side of Chicago, on this roof, living in this tent for 100 days, from November the 20th to February the 28th, bringing attention and awareness to the violence, but also to raise as much money as we can to build a community center in a much-needed neighborhood. The neighborhood is called O Block, named after a young man named O.D. Perry, who was shot and killed. We decided to keep the O, but call it Opportunity Block. So that's why I'm here, trying to create opportunity for as many people as I possibly can. And tonight, I'm so grateful that I have with me my brother all the way from Brooklyn, Pastor Gil Monrose, who is here. And I want to talk to him tonight because we do some of the similar work. He's in Brooklyn, I'm in Chicago. I have Project Hood, he has the God Squad, and they are doing wonderful work. And I want to ask him a question, because I woke up with this on my mind. All across this country, in all of these cities, we see an escalation of black young men killing young black men. Wherever you go, Indianapolis, Baltimore, Houston, New Orleans, Chicago, Brooklyn, there is a rise, even during the pandemic. And I want to know, from your perspective, what do you think is causing all of this violence?
So yeah, thank you so much, Pastor Corey Brooks, for that. I think we have to look at resources, right? And you could never look at a community outside of the resources. If you have schools that are failing, if you have schools that are training up young men to read at a third grade level, if you have a system that is building, as I heard, jail cells based on third grade scores, that's a problem. It's a failure. It's you're setting up young people for failure. So I think that is also a thing when it comes to education as well, with the whole idea that only a college degree is worthwhile in America. Trade schools are no longer the order of the day. And then also too, we have young people who have lost the way because they're not seeing within themselves that they can be something. Yeah. If you have a generation that thinks that they're not going to live beyond 21 and that nothing around them is only death and no possibilities of the future, we are raising a generation who themselves don't believe that they should be alive. And that's a problem.
That's the problem. I mean, anytime you start having young men who think, I'm not going to live past 21, so what difference does it make? That's something that we need to deal with as a culture. I want to ask you another question real quick as we talk about the violence that's escalating. What role do you think, I heard you call it a fake culture.
Right.
What role do you think this fake culture plays in the escalation of this violence?
A lot. Most people that disrespect it. Take, for instance, you have Pop Smoke, who's from Canarsie, from Brooklyn, a young man who was doing great in terms of musically wise, and it is said that the young people who shot and killed him was young. They were teenagers. They saw that he posted a whole load of cash on Instagram, and I think that there was a mistake that his address was posted.
Yeah.
And so that's a fake culture. Like, you believe that you can kill someone for something that you did not work for, or something that's not yours, and that you'll get away. It's a false reality. so we want them to set great examples. When you talk about, and we're not talking about culture on the sense that we're saying that every rap or every hip hop artist speaks dead over young people, but we're saying that if you're going to have a lifestyle that is going to cause you to die, then that lifestyle is not worth dying for. If you're doing anything that is going to cause you to die, I don't think that, again, that lifestyle could be sustainable. So that's why I call it fake culture. Believing in what is not believable and trying to achieve something that you could never attain. The only real peace that you'll have is making sure that you walk upright. And how can a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed to the Word of God. And the Word of God could be what your parents said, just basic advice from your principal, from your teachers, from loved ones who have gone before. And I think, again, young people need to understand that what you see on social media, that's not real life. That's what I call the fakeness of it all.
Fake culture. Listen, that's the reason why we do what we do. Our goal is to try to change as many lives as we possibly can. Not just change them, but save them as well. And so continue to take this journey with me for this 100 days. Continue to tune in to our Rooftop Revelations. Thank you, as always, for supporting our work and trying to help us build that community center. From all across America, you have been a tremendous blessing. Thank you so very much. And as I always say, until the next time, peace.